Dyslexic Genius here. We're back on the Vic 2 ground up restoration, and we're working on the back the back bracket again. You can see how we've sanded it all down, and it looks like it has measles and all the little red things with the little holes and stuff in the casting that we fixed. So now we have to mask things off. So you take some painter's tape, you kind of roll it in there like that. Take your fingernail, kind of leave it loose, and curve it in tight like this. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take a piece of brass and you're going to rub on the edge right here.
Couldn't you use a blade?
Yeah, but this is way more precise. It gets right in here where you want to go. And you just tappy, just like building a gasket when you're old school way. And then this just peels off just like that. And then you just keep doing that. On this, you'll do the same thing. This top yoke piece.
And why are you doing this?
Because no paint gets in there, because the thing that holds the horn, the little yoke thing right here that the horn plugs into here, and there's supposed to be no paint in there. And then the top here, you don't want any paint either. So you're going to push painter's blue tape down. And what's critical is a little threaded hole right there. So you take a little ball peen hammer, because you're going to need that, and you stick this in here. You take a screwdriver or something, and you just...
So you want paint to go into that hole?
No, this is where the screw hole is to hold it in the bracket right here. That's where the screw hole goes.
Okay.
And so we need to be able to still use that. So you use a small ball peen hammer. Sometimes you have to use a pair of tweezers. That'll pull out just like that. Now you can screw back in here. And then you'll finish off doing this and this top piece here, and then you'll mask off here, and then you'll come back and you'll do a primer coat to check you've got all the little imperfections out. You'll let that dry. You want the sandy gray primer, and you do one real nice coat, not too heavy. Let it dry for a day or so, sand it down. You might have maybe a little pinhole here and there, and that's why we use the skim coat glazing spot putty and the skim glazing coat, because that fills up the micro holes. And then you come back and give it its last coat, let that dry, sand it down with like 500, get it real smooth, and then hit it with your whatever black paint you're using. And that's my tip for the day.